Hey, what's up, Invincible? Welcome back. Sorry, still getting over a cold, so ears are popping weird. Thank you very much for the like. It's about time I get this ready. Not sure if I'm playing Fortnite tonight. It's very unlikely. This weekend might be tough. Very busy weekend. So I decided to do this crap drop. Yeah, I decided to do this crap drop because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get on later. I might do a quick short or two, but most likely it's just going to be putzing around until then. Okay, how's this coming through? I'm not lagging again, am I? Yeah, let me know if I'm lagging, because it just showed 0 people here again, which happens when I start lagging. Let's see, how's my reception looking? I got full bars, what the hell? I don't know, maybe I'm getting shadow blocked, who the hell knows? I have a feeling I've been getting that lately with my live streams. Got a couple polarizing shorts out there, you know how it is. Yeah, I might have to step away for a bit in a moment. It won't be like my Fortnite streams, though. My Fortnite streams, I'm sorry about that part. I will definitely apologize. I step away for a while because I want somebody to start throwing some more in chat. Because every time somebody throws something in chat, I'm just like, okay, I gotta go back. And it stops. And I was like, alright. And I know I get on late, so that's no big surprise here. But, thanks for stopping by. Happy Saturday. So, let's get that going again. So, we get another chug of 5 likes. I've been doing more chugs more often since it's just water lately. Want to keep, I know it's more exciting when I'm chugging something with either a color in it or, maybe a fizz to it. I know everybody once in a while likes to see me chug a beer. I might do that. I don't know. What time is it? It's a little early for a beer. I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's Saturday, but I'm not in the mood for a beer yet. Might be having a few soon. So, all right, and so everybody, honestly, one of the biggest things I'm trying to ask everybody about. I'm hearing one of the biggest protests. What's everybody's opinion on the digital IDs? In my opinion, I'm on the fence about it because it's going to stop a lot of bots. That needs to be done. And I mean, those bots, they're going to help with keeping people of YouTube, YouTube creators a little bit, it's going to keep their credibility up because now there's no bots. It's going to base more, let me see, their material is going to be more, something to their credibility than the amount of comments and the amount of likes and the amount of actions that are on their accounts, because a lot of that was just done by bots. A lot of people buy bots. I didn't know it was as bad as it was, but it's a ridiculous amount of people that can go out there and buy bots to subscribe, to comment, to like. So this digital ID thing's not, that's gonna, stop that. It's gonna stop other comment. If I didn't like you as a content creator, I could hire a whole bunch of bots to just dislike all your videos. Throw shitty comments out there, stuff like that. Go around spreading crap. It sucks, but that's where the digital ID is going to stop that. And now, on top of that, people are worried about their anonymity when commenting. Again, people are on the fence about that. You probably shouldn't be commenting if you're not going to back up your statement. Like you're a faceless comment. Like every once in a while, someone will come by and be like, "Yeah, you're a piece of whatever." Like I don't know who they are, so I don't really care. And most of what they say is just horse shit. I might again. It's not likely I'm going to be playing Fortnite tonight, but I will at some point. Again, this is a busy weekend, so it's kind of tough. There's a good chance that my next Fortnite might not be until Monday night because I got volleyball championships tomorrow. I got a lot of shit going on today, so it's a tough one. If I get done with my shit tonight and I get home early enough, I might go Fortnite for a little bit. But yeah, just not right now because I'm just doing this before I have to go and participate in some engagements. So, but yeah, not right now. I will. Yeah, I'm just trying to address the fact that I'm not likely playing tonight. The digital ID thing, I'm seeing a lot of posts on. Of course, I'm here to talk about the Charlie Kirk thing. Again, not political. Wasn't a super supporter. I didn't subscribe to anything he did. I didn't really, catch his podcast. His shorts would come across my feed of him debating students. Most of his arguments seem to be facts driven, and I was like, okay. And very often he cut people, he'd seemingly cut people down. He would call somebody like, it seems like you're looking for violence. I don't want that. And he said that to enough people here and there. And that was the idea behind it. He just basically, by him getting assassinated, has basically helped put out the message out there that now you have to be afraid to have an opinion. That's fucked. Okay? Because he didn't, run a child sweatshop. You know what I mean? He didn't run this big corporation that screwed over millions of people just so he could get a yacht. He just, and honestly, you'll see his humble beginning. He just put up a table, out in the middle of a park or something like that. No, I just want to talk. No, and he said, when people stop talking, once there's, I think he said something along, once there's, at the start of silence is the start of violence, is kind of like his motto, you know what I mean? And that was he just wanted to talk. He didn't want to, sit there and fight. What do you know about what you believe? What are the facts that are backing up your opinion? And he did a lot, and that's where somebody ends up shooting him, is because they didn't like the way he told somebody that you might be backing a false narrative. He wasn't okay. Well, if you believe, if you're a lot of people would be like, well, blah 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 Trump. Okay, well, why do you think that? And that's what he would do. Go ahead and check the material out. Okay, why do you believe that? Well, did you hear what he did over here? Okay, well, he didn't just do that. Well, what he said here? Okay, well, he said that, but before and after he said this. And that's how he would debate people. Well, don't just take those words that were cut out by the media. Take the entirety of what he said, which is what we depend on the media to fucking do in the first place. That's where we get a little bit pissed. Possibly Tech9, what's going on? I know I haven't been doing my my IRLs as much as I should be. How are you? Yeah, last couple weeks I've been picking up the IRLs a little bit more. Again, this, as of late, I definitely felt I needed to share my opinion. Because shit's just agreed. Long time no see. Shit, man. Yeah, who was on last night? Just basically trying to stay anti-political as possible. Today's one of those things, just a lot of shit hitting the fan, and I'm going to be busy later tonight, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be on. Hey, what's up, Dirt Cheap? No kidding. Well, welcome to the channel, man. And first time viewer, we try to stay away from politics, even though we're talking about Charlie Kirk. Um, but for the most part, we just try to stick with the facts. Yeah, we try to. In lighter news, has anybody ever heard of a ping pong sponge? If anybody knows of Mini Minute Man, he had a short up the other day. And one of the things he likes to tackle is people see things on like Google Maps, or people see things on a picture and say it looks like, and that's just one of the best things he likes to tackle. So in Antarctica, they had like an electronic scan done back in like 1962, and in that electronic scan of 13,000 feet deep under Antarctica, they found this antenna-like structure. All right, Tech Nine. Well, I'm glad you at least stopped back in. Yeah, thank you very much for seeing what's up. I'm going to try to keep the IRLs going like this as much as possible. I think so. The Mahomes? Yeah, I did, and I ended up knocking it back down. There was a couple of them. The Glowberry. Yeah, I ended up losing that again. Yeah. Actually, hang on a second. Yeah, I know where the Glowberry's at. Just not in reach right now. But yeah, the Glowberry's there. Yeah, I ended up stacking them back. I got to do something, but I know. I keep saying I'm going to upgrade this whole, studio. But I think I've been saying that for about a year now, and I'm stuck doing a lot of the same shit. So, yeah, it's gonna be here. I probably can't just do it slowly. I'm probably just gonna have to just go all crazy about it one day. Yeah, I will. Heck yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's really weird is I don't think I've even drank or touched a Prime for at least like a month or two because I haven't found any new flavors. I hope so. Yeah, they're neat looking bottles, but yeah, I really haven't. I don't think I've tasted a Prime for at least a month or two, and that's because I haven't found any new flavors, and I haven't been looking. I'll admit that too. I stopped looking when the racks just kept repeating. I'm like, oh, right, fuck this, I'm done. Whatever, shit happens. We will get over it. We'll get through this. It's like this country to get through this one part. Man, I am fucking like. Well, since you asked, I'm doing water mainly because I just don't want to be intaking that much sugar anymore. It wasn't a lot, but I just didn't want to intake sugar. But since you asked, and not a lot of people are putzing around, there you go. So, I mean, I'm going to keep doing the chugs, but it's going to be special occasions I do anything other than a water. Thanks. But yeah, it's going to be special occasions, maybe an occasional beer. I might do an occasional, soda or something goofy like that. Might throw some food coloring in here and there. But for the most part, I want to stay away from the sugary snacks because they were just, they might get too much, But I can't drink this one. This one's actually got, this one's got some shit in it. Oh boy. Even though I dumped like alcohol in here, like rubbing alcohol, like to keep it sterile, shit still grows. Alright, looks like I'm washing this motherfucker out soon. I didn't make this right either. I'm gonna make a different one. I think I know how to do it. I think I know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be undrinkable. But who knows? So, all right, Tech Nine. I'll see you later, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah, like I said, chugs are here, definitely. As soon as I get 3 more likes, I'll get another chug in. In case you're wondering, I'm kind of working on something on the side here. Hey, what's up, Mr. Calder? How you doing, Mr. Calder? Is it Calder? Cleater? I don't want to. I don't want to insult you. Okay, guys, let's get a couple more likes up there so we can get another chug in. All right, up to 5 people. 3 people throw likes, we get another chug in. Who knows? Maybe somebody just asks nicely. I'll do another chug. Why not? But I like the likes. I would love the likes. Because once we get the likes, we get the chugs. And then we get more people saying, hey, let's do a chug. And it's like, so. Speaking of chugs, has anybody ever heard of James Chugs? I follow him. Plays Fortnite. Man could chug volumes, man. Volumes. Like volumes. He does Das Boot like it's nothing. Takes me a while to do Das Boot. I watch it, it's just like dish, 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 dish. I'm like, whoa. Then again, I wonder. No, you know what? No. I know I can't do the volumes like that guy does. He does ridiculous volumes at the time. And it's like, okay. Wish I could pull that one off. That'd be nice. All right. Is anybody feeling chatty? I mean, I appreciate the numbers. Oh, okay. So I see that. I go down to 1 follower. That's cool. All right. We have to cut this one short and start working on something else later. One thing that's weird is I know there's none of my mods are on, so I know one thing that's a little bit weird as of late is a lot of people that put their notifications on for me are not getting notifications. That's why I'm always wondering if I'm getting shadow banned here and there. Who knows? Maybe somebody doesn't like me talking about digital IDs or Charlie Kirk or something. That's possible when I think about it. I wasn't going to say anything bad about it. I was just going to be like, weird. Well, I appreciate the sub, man. Thank you very much. You know what? I'll chug for the sub, buddy. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Calder. Or Collider. If you're a science buff, maybe Collider. I don't know. Appreciate it. Okay, so we got a water chug for a sub, and I'm just looking for 3 more likes. Yeah, anybody has any, like, what are the thoughts on that digital ID? It might be a good. Honestly, now that I think about it, it may help with the Roblox side deal. You know what I mean? Yeah, it would really suck to know that most of the fan base of Roblox is a whole bunch of P3DOs. That's the only reason why they're getting their money, and that's why they're protecting them. I don't know, but just it likely, Mr. Color, just came up in your feed. I don't know. Are you? I got people all over the place that come across my feeds for different random reasons. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what you would be into that would just or what. Usually, if I come across your feed, you very likely like either a lot of the people they support, or a lot of the people who support me, or have very similar content with very similar hashtags. I don't know. I don't know. YouTube algorithm's odd. Like I come across some content, I'm like, I'm not interested in this shit. Okay, 8 years. Honestly, that's. But and this is the funny part about YouTube is the fact that like you're 8, I'm 49. I even say that I'm like aimed at most of the time people my age. I'm trying to get back into video games, but I do got a very young, especially when I'm playing Fortnite. I'm sure that, and that's it. So yeah, if you like a lot of like video game content or something like that, I'm gonna come up on that. So that's I haven't posted most of my long form videos of our Fortnite highlights. I got to get more up from this season. I got to get a lot more up from this season. Yeah, if you're a Fortnite player, that might be also why you're here. I play a lot of that, usually at night. I'm mainly a solos player, but I will take squad mates here and there. I actually have not played anything but duos and solos this season, so I don't have any trio or squad statistics for this season, which is really odd. I usually get talked into a squad with something or somewhere at some point or another, but I've been keeping that kind of at the down low. Either way, I appreciate the sub. I don't doubt that, Mr. Flea. And I always thought about doing that, but no, I don't know. Agreed. Agreed, Mr. Flynn. Yeah. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm getting this out there because I don't think I'm streaming tonight, or I probably won't be on. I don't even see myself doing any shorts of any sort tonight. It's kind of tough. We'll see. Yeah, I just think that a couple things need to be addressed, and the digital ID. I thought that seemed to be pretty prominent. There's a couple people that are pissed. Seems. Of course. Yeah, it was like Charlie Kirk. Now people are actually threatening his family too. Like that, I can't believe. I'm starting to get aggravated with that shit, man. Like, okay, you didn't like him. Okay, now you're happy he's dead, and you're letting everybody know about it. That's pretty fucked. And then, yeah, Mr. Flynn or Mr. Calder, I'm not trying to. I do curse occasionally. I try not to, but I'm not family friendly. Again, it's just really messed up that they're actually like saying like they shouldn't have stopped there, stuff like that. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? They're ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I understand having an opposing viewpoint. I even understand people getting slightly angry about somebody supporting, you know, an opposing candidate. Welcome back. Yeah, exactly, Michael. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And again, it's. But what happened to him is, and he is going down as a martyr for it, is you now, for some reason, need to be afraid of your personal opinion. And that's ridiculous. Right. And it shouldn't be. The thing is, this isn't, to me, this isn't politics. This is an attack on American, like, this is an attack on a constitutional right. You know what I mean? This is like, I can't get out there and tell people that this is how I feel because someone's going to shoot my ass. What's even crazier is that the people who are sitting here saying shit like it should have happened and go, you know, like F Charlie, like, and that are cheering this on. There's a lot of them that are actually surprised that shit's happening to them already. People are getting fired from their jobs because of this shit. They're posting stuff on Facebook and their friends are taking pictures of this shit and running it back to their bosses, and people are literally getting fired for this shit. Teachers, what the hell's wrong with you? Like right now, like there's actually teachers out there saying, like, that are kind of saying things that are supporting this type of behavior, and it's like you're now encouraging the kids. You're a huge influence on your class. You just basically said it may be okay for you to go out there and shoot somebody because they disagree with you. I have a fucking problem with that. And it's not an opinion. Maybe it is an opinion that I don't think I should be shot because of my opinion. I'm almost scared to say that. But what these people are sitting here cheering, like the fact that, oh yeah, it was okay, yeah, that's fine to do. Do you have any idea that you may have just put a target on your own fucking heads? You may have seriously just caused a bunch of people to look at you and say, okay, well, if you feel that way, hopefully you won't hold it against me to pull a gun on you. It is. You're right, Mr. Fleet. It drives me. Yeah, they do take it too personal. Now, I'm not gonna kid you. When I was younger, when I was like in middle school and high school, most of the time the arguments back and forth were about as harsh as people who had opposing football teams. Literally, that's it. Like people would be like, it would be along the lines of, yeah, well, when we see you in the playoffs and stuff like that. It was literally, that's as heated as the arguments got. And when the discussion was over, when the other politician won, okay, well, you know what? Hopefully, your guy can represent the right way. We had a great time. Thank you very much. They still argued hard, but they never lost their friendship. They are always still, friends afterwards. And it wasn't until, of course, the Great Orange Menace came along, and now we have people that just don't talk to each other anymore because they disagree on politics. Like, just friends for years now. Oh, well, you know what? Forget this. We're done. And I watched it happen over the past 10, 15 years now. Yeah, it's nuts. So it was, and again, like it started with, it should never have went to anybody getting canceled. Like that's where shit started, and it's gone like to ridiculous lengths. Like someone would say, something. The moment, like people were literally getting canceled for believing biology, believing the facts that are staying right in front of them. I think, who is it? I don't like Pierce Morgan most of the time. I do think sometimes he's an opinionated shithead, but he shot an overly aggressive trans supporter down immediately, like by saying, "Well, and it was funny because there was a black lead on one side and then the lady that was, fighting for the, saying, cultural identity was, needs to be, just it needs to be what a person identifies as needs to be recognized and needs to be respected. And finally, you can see he had it. Well, I identify as a black lesbian, and you saw that freaking look of fright on her face. Well, that's just be like okay, but that's ridiculous. I don't care. I identify as a and again, it was a shot at what her beliefs are, but based on her logic, who the fuck is she to tell him no? She literally got finished saying that this is the way it should be, and the moment that he goes and says this is what I identify as, oh no, you're being ridiculous. But you can tell that she had no more other than you're being ridiculous to argue, because again he kept saying, but by your logic, by what you just said, I should be able to do exactly that. You know what, screw that. And of course the black lady's cracking the hell up. She's like, holy shit, that's a good point. Like, it is. It's a very good point. It's a very rock solid point. You might not like it, but you got to take it into account. There's a lot of people out there that say, I identify as, and I should not be disrespected as that. He kind of had it and said, okay, well, I identify as this. And you can just see just that look of lostness on her face. Like, how do you argue that? But people were getting canceled for shit like that. People were getting, losing their platforms. People were, because they unfortunately had an opinion and they said something and, that was it. Okay, well, let's get a whole bunch of people and push them down. We will not be bullied anymore as we come in numbers to shut one person down. Is anybody picking up on that kind of, like, you don't gang up on somebody in numbers and tell them stop bullying people. It's just, you just basically bully. You're bullying somebody into doing what you want. This is what the cancel culture did on a regular basis. They just ganged up on somebody. You're not allowed to say that. Well, it's my opinion. Why not? Because we don't agree with it. And now we're back around to somebody actually getting shot because they don't agree with somebody else's opinion. Because they can't get up there and tell somebody shut up. Because they can't get enough people to cancel a person. Because not enough people are going to back that person up as far as like saying, oh, this guy needs to shut up because his ideas are not right. Oh, we can't get enough people to do that? We can't, we can't gang up on him now? Nobody's really agreeing with me? Well, I'm going to shoot him then. Congratulations. You just screwed, like, you just put us back about, like, 15 fucking years. At least, Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, political acts of violence have really, in the past, done not much more than cause the opposite to happen of what the person was going to do. 9/11 was supposed to put us in fear. We ended up ripping the shit out of a country because somebody threatened us. Maybe unfairly, but the retaliation was hard, fast, and destructive. And, there's a lot of shit, and to this day, that these countries are feeling because somebody decided to make a terroristic, violent fucking statement. And again, it just backfired. Then we got the people who, during that election, Trump gets shot in the ear. You can ask my wife. I said it shortly after it happened. I'm watching the TV. I'm like, that just won him the election. Like, mark my fucking words, man. That just won him the election. I was like, I'm probably not going to vote for him, but that just won him the election. Not just getting shot and the sympathy votes that he may be getting that, but when he walked off the stage and said, "What, fight," it was just like, no, because we know that there's almost any other person, myself included, would probably be like, okay, I fuck this. If someone get the guy, all right, No, he's like, yeah, let's, again, it was, and that's always going to be like, one of those things. It went the opposite direction, completely the opposite direction. Now that Charlie Kirk just got shot, I think the idea was let's shut people up that support Trump. You may have just opened a bag of freaking beans that you don't know what. Like, honestly, you opened a can of shit that, goddamn. You may have justified some extremists on the other side to basically start taking out other people, which I don't support in any fucking way. But you may have done it. You really may have actually done it. The shot may have started it, but the support for the shooter and the action itself may cement something very, very, very bad. And we didn't need that, and we could have just gone along, but just fine without it. All right. Listen, I'm not reaching out to a lot of people on this one. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Stay safe. Crap out.